Hi friends, welcome. So this video is about how one should prepare in the last 38 days. You know, this is like the last leg of the preparation. It's like the last lap in a 10,000 meter race or in a marathon. You know, you might have consistently performed well, but here you need to sprint. It's like the cricket team or a football World Cup team which is preparing for the World Cup. They need to peak at the right time. So it is very important that you should peak at the right time, which is this last 40 days, close to 40 days. This is going to be your make or break period. But having said that, don't get overstressed with that. I'm just going to give you some few tips on what you should do and what you should not do so that you are in the best shape both physically and mentally while taking the exam on June 2nd. First and foremost, ensure that you set right your sleeping pattern, because many people are used to preparing late in the night, and they prepare till 4 in the morning, they sleep, get up at 12 in the afternoon, then again start preparing. UPSC is going to conduct the exam between 9:30 and 11:30 in the morning, the GS paper 1. So please ensure that you sleep early, get a good undisturbed sleep of 6 to 7 hours in a day, and 9:30 to 11:30 every day you should be at your fittest, best, most agile period. So at least starting from May 1st till June 2nd, 9:30 to 11:30, don't do anything else other than prepare or taking mock test, so that your mind is fresh and your body clock, your physical status is well tuned for being at its most agile phase during 9:30 to 11:30. So that is the first thing. And some people have the habit of sleeping in the afternoon after having their lunch. It's a good habit to have while preparing to take a break, but your CSAT exam is going to be between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. So please avoid sleeping in the afternoons. Just let your mind get tuned to the fact that you are fresh between 9:30 and 11:30, and you're again occupied between 2 and 4, so that by practice you will not find it different or difficult on the actual exam day. That is point number 1. Point number 2 is, it is natural for people to be stressful, right? So having been through this process myself, I know that the last 1 month is the most stressful period, but it's just another exam. See, this is not going to be the end of the life, so to speak. Having said that, all of you are serious aspirants and you're going to give it your best, but have that composure. So don't needlessly take a stress, oh, what will my parents feel if I don't clear in this attempt, or how is my peer group performing, how are my friends performing. These are the usual apprehensions, usual fears that go through aspirants mind. Clear it out, all of your mind. You give it your best shot, and I'm sure you'll be successful. So second most important thing is, try and avoid stress, try and avoid apprehension. Don't compare your marks with others. I will even go to the extent of saying, don't even bother about the marks that you are getting in your mock test. If you have made a mistake, you score only 40 in a mock test, doesn't matter. The mistakes that you are making will help you learn those points better. And if the same questions or similar questions come in the actual exam, you will definitely crack it better. So, it's like going to a restaurant. Usual practice is to look at the rate card and then decide on the menu, right? For most of the middle class families. So like that, don't look at your marks that you score, just look at the question paper and the answer key for the mock test that you're solving and all that. So ensure that you do it in a very passionate manner, in a dedicated manner, but without taking too much of stress. So that is the second most important point. So these are the two important points. And then there is, of course, the number of hours that you need to study. Please ensure that you study at least for 12 to 14 hours, because this is the last 40 days, 38 days. It's very crucial. Break it down into 2 parts. 8 hours for revising all the materials that you've already prepared, all your textbooks, all your material, all your notes on important subjects. So if you break it down, there are, let's say, 7 important areas: polity, geography and environment, economy, current affairs, modern Indian history, science and technology, and art and culture. Of course, there is also medieval, ancient history, and few other miscellaneous areas that you should be prepared for. But these are the 7 main areas. So if you take 2 to 2.5 days on an average. It will consume around 15 to 16 days for you to have one full revision of the sources that you already have. Don't add any new sources now. So which means you can revise the entire syllabus source that you have prepared from twice before the actual exam on June 2nd. So that is something which is very important. So mix and match of whether you want to study polity continuously for 2 days, economy continuously for 2 days, or you break it down into 2-3 subjects in a day, whichever way it is. But out of the 12 hours that you are effectively preparing, 8 hours you use for revision. The balance 4 hours you use for your mock test. You take a data bank and you start solving the related topics in the data bank. Current affairs which are very current, which are happening right now, which may also be important for the exam, and some of the other miscellaneous sources you want to revise, use that. So 8 hours for revision, 4 hours for practice. And once in a week you do CSAT test from question banks or from previous year question papers, because it's only a qualifying paper. But still, you should just be not out of touch and directly go and take it on June 2nd. So just solve one paper or similar number of questions every week, so that you would have practiced it at least 4 to 5 times before the actual exam on June 2nd. So these are some of the important points. So please remember, these 40 days can definitely help you clear the exam, because you're not going to start afresh. It's about revising it and planning your days in a structured manner. I wish you all the best from Officers IAS Academy. Good luck.